I've got a hypothetical question for you. So, this is Daniel. Daniel is 54 years old. He identifies as a female, Danielle. Would you be happy for Danielle to use the same public toilets as your 9-year-old daughter? Joining me to give us his opinion is Martin Costello.
So, Martin, you're a father. What do you reckon?
My goodness, well, you ask any parent who actually loves their children, would you be happy with that coming out of the cubicle? I would honestly be really concerned about that. That's not normal, and anyone actually should be asking these questions. Everyone's got a duty to ask these questions. Because the first thing I'll be doing, I'd be definitely grabbing hold of him and potentially putting him under citizen's arrest for this. You know, what on earth was going on in there? What's he doing in there? But or what, you know, maybe it's a he or she, it doesn't matter. But I mean, anyone would be very concerned if they saw that, definitely.
And what about what about men's toilets? Would you be happy for him to be dressed like that using the men's toilets?
Well, I must say now, I've seen a lot worse on a stag do, so I could probably deal with that. And that person would be very brave to walk into the men's toilets, I can tell you now, with a short skirt on. So, yeah, I've seen probably a lot worse on a stag do in Blackpool, I can say.
Well, do you know what? It's a very you know, it's a very you know, touchy subject, you might say, and you know, we have no problem with the person as an individual. You know, you could identify as a starfish before, like it. You know, I've worked at various events where, you know, like transsexual events and stuff like that. You know, and the people are great; they're fine. But the issue here isn't them, and you know how they identify the issue is them. You know, now identifying as a female and then using female toilets as such is me. I mean, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't be bothered if they using the men's toilets personally. But that's my own personal opinion.
But, you know, at the moment though, they're asking us to prove if we're exempt from wearing a mask or something. I mean, this is much more brazenly different now. And so if, you know, such people want to use the ladies and they're allowed to use the ladies, then perhaps they should wear something to show they know, yes, I'm allowed to use this toilet. So we know that it's perfectly fine for them to use it, as I'm sure it is. But as it stands at the moment, most people would be very, very concerned. And me, myself, as a parent, I'd be very, very concerned if I saw someone looking like that rolling out the toilets, and I'd definitely be tempted to make a citizen's arrest, to be quite honest.
Well, that would be logical, you know, in that sense, you know. So what we're talking about here is public toilets. Let's not forget. So if it's a private event, you know, what happens behind, you know, closed doors, private events, stuff like that, that's absolutely fine. We're talking about public toilets. We have to be clear on that. But thanks for your opinion, Martin. Really appreciate your time as usual. To the viewers, please make sure you comment below, leave your opinion, share the video so we can get a broader scope of opinions and, you know, find out what people are thinking and, you know, let us know your thoughts. But please be moderate and respectful. Thanks again, Martin.